Hi, everyone. This is Jim. What I'd like to share with you today is something that we've been using or trying to use with regard to developing a good, effective, meaningful, pragmatic, applicable way of practice, of documenting student practice. We've been using these in the ensemble, or started to use these in the ensemble. This is not anywhere nearly restricted to the IB, although it was sort of motivated by the component three, the presenting music component. Students would eventually be doing in the IB, but we wanted to try to model something in our culture of thinking at the school with regard to ensemble players in terms of documenting their practice and understanding and making connections between the process of practicing and the relevance of practicing to what it is they do, and making those connections to all forms of music that they may encounter, both in the ensemble and personally. We use journals in the school. We use those as early as the middle school. This is something that they continue to refer back to and go on. You may have seen the other video I made posted on my website with regard to journaling and how important journaling is. Journals, of course, can be very effective for looking back and referring to work, to the history of work, to the process of work. But journals also can be very, very messy. We happen to use the Google Drive for our journaling, and we've been very happy with it. One of the things that we're trying to do is to come around and get our heads around the audio side of that, to try to really organize the audio functions in it. You may know, of course, with Google Docs and so on, you can't just take an MP3 and put it in there and make comments about it. But we did want students to have a chance to reflect on their comment, reflect on their work, and put it in sort of in a neater file. So we've been experimenting with Google Slides, and I want to just give you a quick demonstration about how we're trying to get this to work and how useful it might be. So students can go ahead and make an MP3 recording. They can make it really on anything. They can make it on their phone. They can make it on Logic, GarageBand, whatever. Perhaps one of the easiest ways of doing that is on QuickTime. So I'm going to go open up a QuickTime here, QuickTime player. Here again, QuickTime. I'm going to open up and I'm going to say I want a new audio recording. I could also do a movie recording if I wanted to. If I wanted to check stage presentation or embouchure or posture or whatever visual connotation there was with practicing. But in this case, I just want some sort of an audio documentation. This might be only a minute, maybe around a minute of work that they've been doing that would sort of centralize, saying this is what I did today. This was one of the most significant things that I practiced on in this particular practice session. So I'm going to go ahead and make a recording. Here I go. I'm making a recording. This is Jim, yada, yada, yada. I'm playing my instrument, fa la la, fa la la, fa la la. Okay, good, good, good. All right. And then I stop that. Okay. And I want to save that. And this is the important thing. You need to change these. You need to file and save these as MP3s, right? So I'm going to put here May 20th practice. Okay. May 20th practice, and I'm going to save this to my desktop, and I want to save it. Okay, and it's saved as an, you can see here it's saved as an M4A. All right, and then I have it there. Now that should be on my desktop. I should see it there, and it's there. Okay, so then what I do is the Google Slides won't necessarily let you just drag something in there. So we've created a template for a slide. So this is the date. They put the date in there. And this is what I'd like them to do at the end of their practicing. They're talking about, here's what I like. In other words, a brief reflection of what it is they did. And what were they working on? And this is what they must do. Okay, articulation, phrasing, tone quality, air control, breathing, whatever. Okay, and here's how I plan to work on it. In other words, this is the plan for the future. All right. And then lastly, again, lots of these are just a couple quick reflections and so on. And here's how I plan to apply what I practiced. Like I say, they won't allow you to just drag this in here. So what you have to do is come up here to insert and you want to insert an audio. And what you do is from your drive, I get my drive to open up here, and I can do this. I can take this, and I can select it and put it in there, and it should eventually go in there. And there it is. Okay, there's my audio. It's loading right now. I can go ahead and play it, right? And I'm all good to go. So here, what I have then is I have the date. I have, this is what I like. This is what I must do. This is how I worked on it. And here's how I apply what I practiced. And then I can listen to the recording. Now, what you could do is you could make this a year-long type of Google slide. So the next date, May 21st or May whatever, you could make this a specific assignment. You could have them working on a specific piece of music or a specific genre of music, or you could have it free choice or something that they're working on. The nice thing about this is that you have a documentation with this Google Slides that you can drag into their journal from the Google Slides, and in one file you have their whole practice sessions in terms of what was significant, what they did for their journaling and so on. And you can even make subfolders of this, make a slide for the fall concert, make a slide for the spring recital, make a slide for the particular genre of music you were studying, make a slide for the ensemble, or just put it in one big lump in the journal. Anyway, I thought this was a pretty effective tool. It organizes the practice journal a little bit, but it also connects the process of practicing. In one slide, it connects the process of practicing to the actual evidence of what it is they actually did. So there, I hope that you found that useful. I'd be kind of curious to know what you think of this, whether you're using something like this or something similar to it. It seems to be working for us. And again, it's a great way of establishing this culture of inquiry, this culture of thinking, this culture of relevance, pragmatism, and application to what we practice in our work. Okay, so I hope you like that. For more information, turn to globalmusicconcepts.com, and I hope you find this and the other videos useful. Okay, thank you.